The Xbox Developer Direct has just happened where the new upcoming reboot of Fable was shown off, and ever since then, all I've been seeing from content creators and on social media about it is that this will be the best game ever. Finally, Xbox is producing something that can compete for the Game of the Year. But I watched the Direct, the game looks fine, but is what they showed really the impressive to already be calling this the next Game of the Year? I don't think so, and I'll go over why I'm skeptical. One of the things that stands out to me the most is the corporate speak, where they are using buzzwords to try and make the game and the systems they're talking about sound much deeper than they actually are. They keep saying things like, be the hero you want to be, your choices matter, every NPC is unique, fully voiced, and you can interact with them in so many ways, a fully open world you can seamlessly explore. It's all the same type of vague talk that we've been hearing in marketing forever, like the famous line from Todd Howard, it just works. It's hard to tell from what they've shown, but I doubt the interaction with the NPCs will really be that deep. Yeah, it's cool that each will be scripted to their own bed, a place to work, a place to hang out, and then go back home to bed. And it's nice that they'll have their own voice lines, but I really doubt you'll be able to talk to them much more than to interact with them in the exact ways that they describe, which would be hire them, fire them, rent a room out, increase rent, kick them out, take them on a date, etc. And then they'll have a pretty generic reactionary line to whatever you do to them. It's not like you'll be having deep conversations, actually getting to know who these people are. I think the facade of them being a living population will pretty easily fade away. And same with the morality system. It's more than just good and bad, which is nice, but it seems like there will be like 20 or something traits like we saw in the Direct, tycoon or rich, and NPCs will each have their own settings to how they react to a configuration of those settings. It's cool, but I think after the second or third time of walking through town and having everyone go, ew, you're rich people are bad, or whoa, way to go, there's our hero, the novelty will wear off. Same goes for the simulation minigames you can have on the side, owning property, renting it out, franchising and hiring people, marrying NPCs and having children. I'm sure there are people who will love that kind of thing, but to me it's similar to something like base building and settlement management in Fallout 4. Kind of neat to mess around with if I'm really bored, but doesn't really appeal to me. I think all the things I've mentioned so far are cool additions that help to add immersion to a game, but if the base game isn't there, then there's nothing for them to stand on. I don't think the combat looks particularly interesting. They haven't showed a lot, so it's hard to tell, but from what they have shown, it kind of just looks like a lot of light attack, heavy attack over and over again, occasionally blocking. I'm probably being too skeptical here, but I think part of the reason is knowing that this game is coming from a developer that makes Forza, a car racing game with no combat. I think the game looks fine, but nothing they've shown has really seemed to have a lasting impression on me, or an art style or design that stands out to me. I've probably come off as sounding completely negative, but I just am trying to point out why I don't think we should jump to the hype train and call this as the next Game of the Year yet. I think there are positives to be seen here. The biggest one for me is probably the example of the gardener who turns himself into a giant, and the player's choice of how you deal with him will seem to have a lasting impact on the world and its inhabitants. They show that his body will be there for the rest of the game if you kill him, angering people who live nearby. I definitely don't think it's all negative with this one, but maybe it'll just take some more info and gameplay previews to get me more interested. What do you guys think? Will this be a contender for Game of the Year? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.